Hi, I am Damali, the Glitter Priestess, and today is day 6 of the Video Vixen Summer Mission, which is Shane Coleman's amazing project. I'm wearing my Nenny t-shirt. Nenny means godmother. It's a Guyanese term. I am currently in Guyana, South America as well, and it has my godson's names, Tehuti, Pata, and Prince. Yay! This t-shirt was a gift from my beautiful cousin, sister friend, Makme Adana Collins. She makes amazing customized products. She does balloon decor, party planning, henna, face painting, you name it. She does a million amazing things. Follow her at Lovable Adana on Instagram or at Lovable Henna. She has a few accounts, but if you look up at Lovable Adana, LOVABLEADANA, Adana is spelled ADANA. And yeah, she gave me this awesome t-shirt that says Minnie, which is what my godsons call me. And I have another godchild now, my niece. So a project that I'm currently working on is I have this residency on Governor's Island. I'm just gonna keep moving, and I'm really hot. I have a cold, and my cycle started today. I'm just so physically uncomfortable. So anyways, and I have like the fan on because it's like a million zillion degrees. But yeah, so a project I'm working on right now is that I have a residency on Governor's Island, and it I was invited by Residency Unlimited. I had a residency with them last year, a virtual residency that I applied for, and that was amazing. I was with a great cohort that was curated by Rachel Buchelberger, and we had a show at Andrew Friedman home, and all the artists were amazing. Elvira Clayton and Zach and Helena Metaferry. What's Zach's last name? Zach Fabry. Sorry, I'm blanking. But anyway, that was awesome. And now and so now uh, the director of RU Residency Unlimited invited me to do this residency on Governor's Island, and it's really amazing because I had a residency through LMCC, Lower Manhattan Cultural Council. And when I say a residency, I mean an artist residency. A lot of times I use art terms, like forgetting that not everybody's an artist. I guess people like in whatever field we're in, we tend to like just get used to using the jargon, and like it's not until people respond. I'm like, oh yeah, not everybody knows what that means. So an artist residency in this case is I'm provided studio space and some funding to complete a project. So I have a studio space on Governor's Island in one of the historical homes, and a few years ago I had a residency through LMCC, Lower Manhattan Cultural Council, and that's when I started this series of mixed media mermaid pieces, Black mermaids primarily, and um, digging into deeper and deeper research around Afro Caribbean folklore around mermaid figures and African diasporan mermaid figures. And my parents being from Guyana, I always have heard stories about the mermaid figures here are called fair maids, and I've heard about fair maid sightings. These women who would like lure men into the water, and my father wrote about it in his book, Metagy, etc. So anyway, not anyway, but that sounds rude. But so I had this residency on Governor's Island, and when I was traveling on the ferry to get to the island, to get to Governor's Island, it's part of New York City, it's part of Manhattan. It has a military past, and but now there are all these art organizations there, and a lot of things happening. There's a high school there. It's a really beautiful place, and so when I had the LMCC residency and I was traveling on the ferry, and I was lucky enough to have a studio that looked out onto the water. And then all of these blues started coming into this collage I was making. I was so happy to have space to make something big, and and then I started making all these mermaid figures in there. And so then now, and so over the years since that residency, I've continued this series of Black Mermaid figures, and I've done it in printmaking and across all different media or mediums, which is also grammatically correct. And I prefer the word mediums, but I know a lot of people think that only media is grammatically correct. But anyways, so my mother's a teacher, so I do think about grammar. I was raised by a strict grammarian, so I do think a lot about grammar, more than I would like to. But anyways, so now I'm back, and I'm creating this immersive installation. This was my long story to get to this project that I'm working on now, which is an immersive installation, which means that the entire room is I'm treating as one piece. And I've brought in a number of mermaid collages that I've worked on, that I want to continue to work on. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time right now. I'm out of town, so I'm missing this time. And then um, in September, I'll be away again. I'm doing a residency with my homegirl. I don't know if she's gone public with it yet, so I won't say her name, but we're going to do a residency together for 6 weeks in September into October. So then that'll cut into my time as well. But then the end of October, I'll be back in the studio. So I'll be back for the rest of August when I go back to New York, and then in October, creating this immersive installation where the whole room is this one piece. Just all the walls are covered in art and magic and sparkly goodness. So let me know if you want to come by for a studio visit also. But basically, my process when I'm creating collages, I like to cut a lot of things. Like, I really enjoy the process of cutting and pasting. Um, I have a mind that tends to become obsessive, so it's good to give myself a repetitive task, and I get a lot of pleasure out of cutting and pasting. I don't know why, but it just feels so good. So I'll cut tons of things, and then I'll paste. And so that's basically my process. Also, a lot of research goes into my work, so that's a huge part of my process as well. I've been working in these past couple of years about on a project about the oral histories of artists in Southeast Queens, and I've done a number of projects for Women's Studio Workshop, JCal. Um, I got funding from Queens Council on the Arts to work in a number of different iterations. I've been doing a lot of research about the Native American histories of Southeast Queens, and then along with Afro-Caribbean folklore, and et cetera, et cetera. So that is that for now. But so yeah, so I'm excited about that project, and I'm not sure if these videos are supposed to be 3 to 7 minutes long or 5 to 7 minutes long, but because Teachable now is locking me out. Anyway, always an adventure. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.